What better place to showcase our entire school?
Athletics is the front porch to your school system.
This place is different, a unique, special vibe.
Friday nights in a small town, they're just magical.
Move with some intensity.
Central High School football will be put back on the map.
I'm looking forward to it. I think the buzz this year is going to be real big on Friday night.
New.
I think the boys are going to be good.
Yeah.
It's different.
Central is different.
It's different. Man, I'm hoping Friday nights this year are packed. Like just tailgating, barbecue grills, smoke, you know?
There was motorhomes out there, Coach, when I was in 7th grade.
Really?
Yes.
In the state of Louisiana, football is a big deal, right? It's kind of the driving force in the community. It's kind of why the stadium's in the center of the city, right? It's right here, it's the face. Athletics is kind of always the face of the school.
College athletic director in his drawer has a short list of candidates, always ready in case the opportunity's there.
An opportunity to land a long shot, which, come on now.
From the get-go, one man.
People thought that I was out of my mind.
We had one name, and it was David Semino.
Save the class for last.
Have you met the new coach?
I have not, but I have seen some of the things just on this Twitter platform that we haven't had ever, really.
If you talk to anybody in this community about David Semino, first they're going to talk about the man that he is, the difference he made in their kids' lives, and then just being a heck of a football coach.
Jackson told me, he said, this was the best coaching staff I've ever had. So he's telling me the story, and I'm just looking at him like, hold up, man, I've coached you for a long time. What are you talking about the best? He started laughing.
He fits in this community like he grew up here. He's more boots than bow tie. He's just blue collar, he's just hard work, he's roll your sleeves up and get after it.
I love having coaches in here with energy and passion for not only the sport but for our kids.
That's 100% effort. That's 100% effort. I thought we was going 3/4. No, son.
That's what this community is about. That's what it's built on. He's already laid out the vision. The community is so hungry for this.
Jog it. Spread it.
Why do you leave where you're at to come here and get your hands dirty again and try and build something from the ground up?
He's spinning down, you're spinning middle. We're ending up single high.
It's about impact and influence for me.
There we go.
Having worked here for 5 years before and having all the relationships inside of this community, the blue-collar, tough, hard-nosed nature of the kids that I coached here my first go-around, I believe that God's called me to come here to this place to be able to try and just demand everybody's personal best inside of this organization.
You know, the men's group that I saw that he does in the mornings, I've seen that. I've got a few people that told me good things on that.
No, that's actually really cool that they do that. That
Yeah.
faith, that fathers in faith.
Yeah, that.
It's I've gone a couple times to it, and they usually have a guest speaker come in.
To get up at 5 o'clock in the morning as fathers of the kids of the programs, this is where you win games. This is what it's all about.
You know, I didn't know if the first Faith and Fathers was just going to be me and Coach Camp and Coach Moore sitting around the coffee pot, you know, hoping somebody showed up, but for there to be 50, 60, 70 guys there at a time, and then to have men of character like Derry Beckwith.
You are leading and setting an example, and that is exactly what a father does. So
just hearing his testimony and his story, it makes you realize how much bigger, you know, everything outside of football is.
Because I always tell kids all the time, the jersey and the helmet and all that stuff, that's just exterior. That's gonna fade.
The community has embraced this Faith and Fathers that really was just a dream of mine, to be able to get men inside of the community together to come, and for us not just to use our platform as coaches to impact the lives of these kids, but to also hopefully make that overflow in the lives of the men that lead the families at home.
Having men out here and rubbing elbows and building relationships throughout, I think is huge.
This is love. This is love. Yeah, you can buy somebody stuff, you can do this, but this is love, because this takes sacrifice. And love is sacrifice.
When you've got community members that wake up at you know, before 5 a.m. to get here for 5:30 to fellowship, to push and grow one another, to get to know each other, and to for a common goal, and that's the kids. That's cooking with grease.
If they see you dedicated, if they see you pushing to be excellent, then they're going to push themselves to be excellent in everything that they do.
Forms those relationships that will last a long time, and that's going to bleed over into the kids. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about the kids. We're all doing this for the kids, and I think it starts at home, like we all know, and that's just making those things stronger.
The football piece is not going to come before the manhood piece, and it never will for us.
This is what God has equipped us with to grow these kids and teach them, you know, everything besides football, the things in life that you're going to go through, and using, you know, life experiences.
See, he knew my desire was to play NFL football. He knew that. But he never said yes to that. He never said, Darryl, you're going to play a long time in the NFL. He never said that. But he knew that's what I wanted to do. And he knew in order for me to get to where he wanted me to get to, I had to go through that. I had to process that. I realized when God spoke to me, you playing the NFL had no impact, would have not helped not one kid with what you're doing right now. It wouldn't have. I would have just been another guy on TV that they're inspired to be. But I would not be changing their lives.
You know, what's important, guys, is that, you know, every single day we got to positively program ourselves. It says in Romans 12:2, do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Once we separate from being mediocre and average, we can elevate this football program to do something that's never been done here before. The X and O's, like I said, are easy for us, but to be able to make them understand that, hey man, in 15 years, I want you standing in front of a crowd like Darry Beckwith was today, talking about the foundation of faith and the foundation of toughness and the foundation of manhood that you got when you were playing for Anthony Camp, when you were playing for Zach Morris, when you were playing for Joey Gyro.
I'm gonna point up, back, up, back, up, back. Getting your feet hot. Whenever I clap, you deliver the football. Ready, go. Right, like we all want to win, but it's not the wins and losses. It's the fact that these kids hopefully come back to us, you know, in several years and say, hey coach, there was that one time, which we might not think much of it, but there was that one time that we did this. And I think that's going to really propel this program and push us to the next level. How's the knee feel? Feels a little good? Just a little good?
I mean, a little better than it was before.
Good. Hey, get a break right here.
We all want to win. But our goal and the reason I got into this was for these kids to win at life. And we all want to make plays, right?
Football is great, but you got to make sure that you're being equipped to be a great father, be a great husband. And I think that really defines success.
You know, these guys have got to understand that the football piece is not going to come before the manhood piece, and it never will for us.
Coach Semino is a molder of men. He's showing us as coaches it's important to be at home too, you know, and he's showing these kids how important it is to have a family. He's just showing these kids how important it is to understand attacking your personal excellence.
You're not going to hear him talk about winning and losing. That is the goal ultimately of a sports program, I get it. But it's much bigger than that. He is who you want in a high school football coach. He's trying to develop young men. He wants to grow them. He wants to make them the kind of people that are going to move into the community and be the stalwarts of the community. That's what he's trying to build.
Quick, ball speed, quick and violent. Ball speed, quick and violent.
Getting these guys obsessed with being the personal best version of themselves is really what just keeps resonating with them, you know. And God's called us to maximize the human potential inside of each of these young men.
Hey, make the most of every opportunity. When we leave here, I want to be better than where we started. You understand me? Yes, you got an opportunity to show your physicality, your relentlessness, your coachability. We're heading to fight or flight. Let's go to work. Here we go. Family on one, family on one.
And that brotherhood that we build and on that common bond of, you know, bringing your personal best is something that I think is going to propel us far in the future.
I mean, everybody wants to win, right? But you got a guy that's coming in like with the mindset that he knows what he's got and the potential that's in this community.
Too high, too high. Good. Ready, go. Too high, bro. Hey, bro. Physical. Ready, go.
The buzz in the community is palpable, you know, and the great thing is that it doesn't matter if I walk on a Tanglewood Elementary or if I walk in our Central Community School System office or whatever it may be, you know, there is just this fresh, new excitement in the air. Hopefully it's about the Central Standard, and hopefully it's about what we're doing, again, in the hearts and lives of these kids that is going to make such a big difference on the field on Friday night. I don't know how long that'll take, but I know that we're hard at work at it, and we're going to ride this wave of momentum and do the best we can to put a good product out there on the field.